Subscribe to Ziva TV and hit the bell icon for more updates on fitness, nutrition, and wellness. Hi, this is Bisma.
Anchal in the house.
Hi, I'm Ashi.
Hi, Manisha here.
Okay, girls, so let's get started. And today's first topic of discussion is
फेशियल हेयर और बॉडी हेयर तो ओ माय गॉड आधी सैलरी तो थ्रेडिंग और वैक्सिंग में ही निकल जाती है.
I know, right? Men also have body hair, but that's normal. Even we are humans. अगर हमारे हाथों या पैरों पे बाल दिख जाए लोगों को तो जंगल जंगल चिढ़ाना चालू करते हैं या फिर कहते हैं पार्लर के पैसे नहीं है.
I totally agree with you, Anchal. But मुझे तो किसी आउटसाइडर की भी जरूरत नहीं है. मेरा खुद का ब्रेन मुझे ऐसे अपर लिप देख के कहता है कि oh my god, now it's time for threading.
but that is something you've internalized now. Like you've heard it from everybody and now it's just a part of your mental voice. Personally, I think it's normal. What do you think, doctor?
For a woman to have body hair or facial hair for that matter is completely normal. So hair growth depends on a lot of factors like genetics, hormones. अब जैसे कि कुछ डिसऑर्डर्स लाइक PCOS यानी कि पॉलीसिस्टिक ओवेरियन सिंड्रोम, इसमें एक्सेसिव हेयर ग्रोथ कॉमन होता है. हेयर यहाँ पे होता है, फेशियल हेयर ग्रोथ कैन बी देयर. Now whether you want to remove it or not is completely your choice. And so having hair on your face or body is completely normal.
दूसरा टॉपिक क्या है देखते हैं. पीरियड स्टेनिंग स्पॉटिंग. अरे यार, PCOS की वजह से आई हैव सो मच ऑफ हैवी फ्लो एंड दिस एग्जैक्टली इज अ मेजर प्रॉब्लम. मैं जब भी बाहर जाती हूँ एंड माई पीरियड्स आर देयर, आई हैव टू कीप आस्किंग माई फ्रेंड्स कि देखना यार पीछे सब सही है या नहीं. गॉड फॉरबिड इफ समबडी सीज अ पीरियड स्टेन.
सो ट्रू. मेरा तो मतलब पीरियड्स शुरू होने से पहले ही शुरू हो जाता है बिकॉज आई एम कॉन्स्टेंटली स्ट्रेस्ड कि पीरियड देवी आई है या नहीं.
I don't have PCOS, but I can totally relate to it because मेरे periods भी irregular हैं. वो बिन बुलाए मेहमान की तरह कभी भी आते हैं, कभी भी जाते हैं. अब मैं उसे स्टेनिंग बोलूँ या स्पॉटिंग, ये टेंशन हमेशा मेरे दिमाग में रहता है.
अरे इतना टेंशन मत लो. In any case, is there anything wrong between spotting or staining, doctor?
So let's try and understand two different aspects. एक है स्टेनिंग और दूसरा है स्पॉटिंग. सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? सो स्टेनिंग क्या होता है ना, when either you haven't used a menstrual product at all like a pad or a tampon or a menstrual cup or it is already filled. On the other hand, spotting is usually outside of your normal period or menstrual cycle and you have a little amount of blood which can be probably during your ovulation or early pregnancy, even when you've just started your oral contraceptive pill, sometimes during menopause. बहुत सारे reasons हो सकते हैं, rare reasons like a cervical polyp. So अगर आपको frequent spotting हो रही है and it has been more than 2 cycles, you should definitely consult a gynecologist. Also, if you've noticed a sudden increase in your flow, irregular periods, in all these conditions also you should definitely go to a gynecologist because this can be a sign of PCOS or some uterine disorder and you need to seek professional help. Also, आपको अपने menstrual product को हर 6 to 8 hours में change करना चाहिए. इससे staining भी prevent होएगा and bacteria का growth भी. So as far as personal hygiene and keeping infections at bay are concerned, you should always change your products on time.
वाओ, इतना सब आइडिया तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं था हमें.
सेम. थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर हमारी आंखें खोलने के लिए.
Okay, so moving on to the third segment, which is hair loss and hair thinning. Oh my god, no. This is one of my biggest nightmares. मतलब when I see the amount of hair on my comb, मुझे तो लगता है मेरे सर पे बाल ही नहीं बचेंगे.
It may sound funny, but it's actually very scary. A few years ago, when I was diagnosed with PCOS, जो अभी फ़िलहाल ग्रेटफुली कंट्रोल में है, बट तभी मुझे इतना हेयर फॉल होता था, I can't even think about it.
I had this problem when I was down with COVID last year और मेरा हेयर वॉल्यूम लिटरली आधा हो गया था. Luckily, I didn't have to go out or meet anyone, so I was safe from the embarrassment, but it was seriously scary.
I know someone who had this problem and her social life was completely unmanageable. So she used to constantly think about her hair thinning and scalp visibility. Doctor, is hair thinning normal?
So again, hair fall या hair thinning के बहुत सारे causes हो सकते हैं. If we talk about hair fall due to PCOS, it is mainly because of the excessive androgen levels in your body. जब androgen excess हो जाता है, so it leads to a male pattern baldness. Baldness can of course be due to genetics also. So if you're facing severe hair fall, you need to have a holistic approach. Even though I'm not a dermatologist, but still मैंने जितना पढ़ा है उससे I know that your gynecologist, endocrinologist, and your dermatologist or trichologist, all of them play a quintessential role in balancing out your hormones. And your dermatologist of course will also give you treatments to increase the hair growth, right? So you don't need to lose hope, and you have to have a holistic approach. And somebody also mentioned about COVID and hair fall, right? So as far as that is concerned, वो fever की वजह से है, and that is like that acute stress. So it's not hair fall in true sense, it's hair shedding. तो hair growth के different phases होते हैं, and one of the phases sort of promotes hair shedding and new hair growth, and fever prolongs and puts more hair in that time frame in the shedding phase. So कुछ 6-7 महीने के लिए you will lose excessive hair, but it will settle down.
On to our next topic, which is difficulty in getting pregnant. I don't think we've been there yet, but I can totally imagine.
From what I think, it must be quite hard. Because हमारी society is always like पहले शादी शादी शादी, then they'll be like बच्चा बच्चा बच्चा, and if that's a problem, then irrespective of कि issue क्या है, the blame will go on the woman.
Yeah, I completely agree. I have seen it in my sister's case itself. If anybody is having any fertility issue, it should be their personal matter, but it becomes सबका matter. रिश्तेदार they keep bothering you with the question इतने साल हो गए बच्चा कहाँ है, and then they give you all the disappointed looks, which makes you feel guilty about your own self, and that is so sad.
Also for the couples like who actually want kids, like for them it must be even harder now. Like they're already stressed and distressed, and ऊपर से everybody is coming and reminding them of the same. I mean, Dr. Tanushree, what's your take on this?
So for people who are trying to get pregnant, I'm talking about women here who are seeking to conceive and having difficulty in that. There's still so much of pressure and stigma attached to it. But luckily, we are living in 2021, and here medical science has advanced so much that there's a plethora of options that we have for people who are trying to conceive. Say अगर आपको PCOS है, so a good hormonal balance can sometimes help you conceive naturally. If not, ranging from ovulation induction to IVF, आपके पास बहुत सारे options होते हैं. Having said that, not being able to conceive doesn't make you any less of a human or a woman of any kind. Your value doesn't really lie in how much and how you reproduce, but I think it lies in the person you are, how you're living your life, and how you're treating others around you.
I think, doctor, what you said is so heartening and 100% true. Thank you so much for saying this. Okay guys, so the fifth topic for today is vaginal discharge and smell. अरे यार, ये कौन सा टॉपिक खोल दिया? हर बार when I wash my underwear, it's faded. इसलिए I finally decided कि cotton ही best है. वो लेस वेस के चक्कर में तो
Stop. Too much information. इतना डिटेल में नहीं जानना था हमें.
But what she said is 100% true story for all of us. Like, this part we can't deny.
Agreed. Also, regarding the smell, have you felt embarrassed about that?
So, to be honest, I really didn't think about it much till it happened with one of my close friends. One fine day, she was really upset and she wasn't even telling me what was the reason. After 2 days, she finally opened up to me and she told me that the guy she was together with, he said he didn't like the smell. And it made us a bit more confused. So we thought of consulting a gynecologist. We went to the doctor and the doctor said it's completely normal. आप फुकट का टेंशन ले रहे हो. We felt so stupid at that point of time. I can't even tell you guys.
Oh God, please tell me she dumped him.
Yeah, she did. Okay, doctor, can you please enlighten us a little bit about vaginal discharge and smell?
I wasn't actually expecting that story at all. But I'm so glad that your friend, after the initial embarrassment, actually shared the story with you, and she also seek professional help with a gynecologist, which is so important. So first things first, some amount of vaginal discharge which is slightly transparent or whitish, which is not really foul smelling but has a certain smell to it, and which is not too much in quantity. It's completely normal. Also during your ovulation, that discharge is going to increase slightly, and which is also normal. The bleaching of your undergarments, as somebody mentioned, is something that happens with vaginal discharge, and there's nothing to worry about it. Having said that, if your vaginal discharge is suddenly increased in quantity or has changed color, has a certain fishy odor to it, becomes like really thick, curdy white, then it's something to worry and you should seek a gynecologist. The vagina, first of all, is not supposed to smell like roses and fruits. It has an odor of its own, normally like a musky or tangy odor. But if that changes and turns into something fishy or just smells different, then of course you need to seek professional help. For more elaboration on different types of vaginal discharges, what is normal, what is not, you can always see the video made by my colleague Dr. Aditi Tandon, who has given a great insight on this and simplified it a great deal.
So we have come to the last topic now, which is PCOS. I think Bisma will be much better person to explain more about this.
So I'm not embarrassed to have PCOS or to talk about it, but my mom will always say something like कि किसी को बताना मत कि तेको है, पता नहीं वो क्या सोचेंगे, what will they think, and I'm like, what will they think?
So actually, Bisma, one of my friends, she told me this. She said that Anchal, like this is something we can't talk to each other about or tell other people about. But I was like, if we don't talk about it or discuss it, how will the conversation start? How will people come to know about this issue? How will they know?
How will they know?
Okay, guys. I think, doctor, why don't you explain us more about this?
So I want to start with stating two facts here. Oziva conducted a survey and they found out that 35% of the women didn't even know what PCOS is. And out of the people who had PCOS, 35% never spoke about this condition to anyone. I know, it's surprising, right? So people usually don't talk about it because somehow PCOS is always associated with infertility. However, I've previously mentioned even if you have PCOS, there are so many ways to conceive and so many people conceive spontaneously. And then again, there's so much more to you than just giving birth. If you have a heart disease, तो आप लोगों से खुल के उसके बारे में बात करते हैं ना. So then why not talk about PCOS, which is almost pertinent in 20% women today? So just own your truth. Have the faith in yourself. Whether you being able to conceive, not, talk about your problems. have inner strength and just try to live life हर तरह से fitter and better.
Yes!
If you like the video, then hit the like button.
Share it with your besties.
Comments me tell us which are the topics you are embarrassed to discuss and we'll try to cover it in a part 2.
एंड हम और भी इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियोस लेके आ रहे हैं आपके लिए, सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब टू ओजीवा टीवी एंड हिट द बेल आइकॉन.